there was this incident in London a year ago, 18 months ago. I don't even know whether you remember this, but I came into the green room and I was carrying some baggage. I was going through a little bit of heartbreak at the time. And Cody was in there with me. He was the only guy in there with me. And he asked me how I was, and he was sat on the sofa at the other end of the green room, and he asked me how I was. And it was just that moment where I was like, do you know what? I'm not gonna hold this back. I remember I dropped my bag on the floor. I just looked at him. I said, bro, I'm suffering right now. I'm struggling. I'm in a place where I said, how do you go on and you make this happen now when you're feeling so deeply kind of like full of sorrow in that moment where you're heartbroken in that time, and you were incredible.
Oh,
you were incredible. You were incredible. It was exactly what I needed, the exact right amount.
Yeah.
So you listened and then you just came back with exactly what I needed to hear, and I was like, goodness me, like, thank goodness. So I'm so pleased that you were there.
Okay.
And someone different in the environment as well from me made a massive, massive difference. So
You had to go teach a class right after as well?
oh yeah,
That's the best part.
Those classes are sometimes incredible, by the way. Sometimes we're just like, you step up after those classes and you're like, where did it come from?
Yeah, what did I say?
From somewhere. I don't know what I said, but here it is.
That conversation made you feel lighter on your feet and mentally, so you went in there with less adversity and a little bit more clear direction.
I think so.
Without question, yeah.
Yeah, looking back now, that must have
Couch
been
talks are different in the locker room, man.
Yeah.
It's own series. Couch talks are different in the locker room. Yeah.
That's kind of what we're having right here, right now. Yeah.
I've always found it hard. Like I'm still someone who struggles with like asking for help when I need it. Not in an emotional way, more so in like a bandwidth kind of way, or being like I'm overwhelmed. I always try to take care of everything on my own. I think that just comes from like being a only child to a single parent and like just always feeling like I have to figure it out.
I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
But I think it comes from mom, my mom lost her job during 9/11. My brother graduated college. We were like the support system.
Yeah.
And so that's been the way I've lived since I was like 18. And then when my dad got sick and passed away from cancer, I took care of him. So there's always this caretaker mentality. And so I never like to ask for help.
Yeah.
No matter, I try to get
Give it
everything.
a heartbeat, though.
But
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, people are coming to you. People are coming to you.
Yeah.
And you're handing out that help and you're being that person for them. But there's no part of you really innately that would be like, right, now I need my own.
It's a challenge for me, and I think it comes from like me also being a caretaker. I feel like you have some of that.
Definitely. Yeah.
And it's like, maybe you just kind of get in that rhythm. Not that it's like, it's just, I think I've always wanted to find like friends or partners that I can kind of trust, that I can like fall into, and I always find that very difficult for me to like settle into.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to like make sure everything's okay.
That's why
it's hard.
Your support system, you got to be very mindful about that, because in times in life where you feel like you're drowning, the people around you keep you afloat.
Yeah.
So you got to be very mindful of that, right?
Yeah.
For sure. And you identify those people quite quickly. If you're anything like me, I feel like you find those people quite quickly, and you find that frequency with them where you're like, I think this.
Yeah. Energy attracts, so.
Yeah.